Can everybody hear me? Good morning. Um, Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a safe, restful, relaxing weekend. I hope you are stepping into Monday rejuvenated, revitalized, energized with a new sense of focus. Um, and just wish everybody start the week off, start their morning off, start their day off, start the rest of their life off really with positivity, love, light, happiness, so on and so forth. What I want to get into is just something I just got to get off my mind was yesterday's Versace and Fendi show. It was like, of course, it was like another collaboration. The show notes, if you look at like some of like the titles of the videos or whatever, it says the swap, where basically Donatella and Kim Jones they swapped roles. Um, I should have like put the video on the back or whatever, but basically, y'all, it was everything I expected it to be. It was a pleasant surprise, I will say that, but it was very obvious. It was very expected, and what I mean by that is like I cringe almost when I every time it seems like I swear every week, every other day, it seems like some brands or some fashion houses are doing like a collaboration, and I can't like even pinpoint when this all like started. I know Supreme and Louis, they were like the like epic, you know what I'm saying, of like the collaborations when that happened. That was like the break the internet, you know what I mean? But there's been other countless collaborations and remixes and coming together of brands, some that a lot that don't work and some that do. The most recent fucking collaboration that had everybody like amped or whatever before this one was the Gucci and Balenciaga show. All right, there we go. My Wi-Fi on now. The Gucci and Balenciaga, you know what I'm saying? When everybody announced that that was happening, whatever that, they saying, "Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so iconic, so epic, or whatever." All right, all right, stay. I have my reserves about that, but let me focus on this Versace and Fendi, whatever. Okay, so again, going into this, I was skeptical. I am so tired of hearing about collaborations, brands coming together. Again, a lot of them don't work or just shitty, and some of them do. Very rarely, like a very few of them do work. This one, I will say, I was pleasantly surprised in that it did work. But after digesting it and thinking about it and sitting on it overnight or whatever, it worked for all the wrong reasons. And please forgive me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I did like this. I dare I say, I loved it. You know what I mean? I should no. Hold on. Let me roll this up and do everything because I'm gonna like show y'all some examples. Like y'all seen my reel, or you should have by now. Go to my reels and see like where I just picked like my like the favorite looks from the collection, basically from the first half of the collection anyway. But basically, let's talk about that. So it came in like two different parts, right? The collection came in two different parts. It was basically the first part was Kim Jones designing for Versace, and the second part was basically Donatella designing for Fendi. And basically, from what I saw, they just used like a lot of Versace Baroque print and like a lot of like safety pin, a lot of aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? I know that's a popular word, were Versace. And someone pointed out, I was going through some of the comments, you know what I'm saying, through what some like the other people were saying. And like what they were saying was like as historic and iconic as Fendi is, they don't have like a defining thing. You know what I mean? Like if you think about like all the other fashion brands, like Versace has Medusa, has the Grecian key, has the Baroque print, has like the fucking safety pin. Chanel has, you know what I'm saying, aside from like the logos, has like the camellia, has like the quilted leather bags, has like the little black jackets, like who else? You know what I'm saying? Like other houses have like a defining, you know what I'm saying, a defining bag, look, something about them that you look at and know that's like a Chanel, that's a Dior, that's a Versace. Fendi doesn't have that. And you know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people pointed out, like, well, where was like the Fendi in all of this? And then I guess I'm gonna get into again, like where was I guess a lot of the history coming together in both this, aside from just like the logos being plastered on each other. Um, but again, I did like a lot of it, and shit, like let me fucking roll this up because I wanna like scroll through the picture. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can change media and go to like if I could find like the first look that I liked, which was Kristen. This one right here. I thought this was everything that I'm about to pull up. No, not me, you fucking ass. I don't want that. Fuck no. Ugh. No, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop. No, choose different asset. Cancel. Stop sharing. Okay. I'll do that in a minute. But Kristen you know what I'm saying, one of the OG supermodels from the early 90s, whatever. She came out in that first like black evening gown with the cutouts and the safety pins. Um, what else did I like? I like that dude, the black model. I don't know his name, excuse me, but the guy. He had on the suit, but the suit had like little slashes or like, you know what I'm saying, like look like the suit was like split open to reveal like more Versace print underneath. What else did I like? I like the two token big girls that they had. I know one of them was Precious. I don't forgive me for not knowing the other girl, but I thought that was, you know what I'm saying, finally like a sexy big girl moment on the runway when a lot of these other runways just, you know what I'm saying, throw the fabric around the big girl and call it a big girl look. Um, what else did I like? I mean, there was a lot of things that I liked. Going into like the second part of the show where it was Donatella designing for Fendi, like I fucking went all the way up for like that early 2000s like coat with the double F on one of the lapels. It was like an all denim look, so like fucking 2002, 2000, like totally like the era that I remember, that I love the most. I can't wait for, you know what I'm saying, some of the like the it fashionista girls to like to get into that. Um, but what else was going on in the show? Like again, like when you look at both halves of the collection, like again, you saw like a lot of like of the signature Versace pieces, moments, emblems, whatever. But there's no, other than the Fendi logo, there's nothing defining about Fendi. And I don't know if that's like a problem, which it should be, you know what I'm saying? But if it is a problem, how come no one's like addressed that up until now? Up until we've had all the logos like thrown in our face. Then there was that one moment, you know what I'm saying? Like when people were guessing, you know what I'm saying? Like the little, you know what I'm saying, blend names of these coming together. Like Fendachi was one of them. And I think when I seen it on like the belt, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the accessories, like this was like a very merch heavy, like very, very merch heavy, like cash grab collection. I'll say that, with the belts, shoes, you know what I'm saying, bags, everything was like so merch heavy. But when I saw like the logo belt with the Fendachi spelled out on the front, you know what I'm saying? Again, like a very too early 2000s thing to do. Because I remember in the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, like the name buckle belts, you know what I'm saying? That was like a big thing. But Fendachi, the Fendace, like that's such like a lazy, it's just lazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you would call it that. Of course, you know what I'm saying, you would do like a cute little campy, and like that's another thing. That's another thing that people kept saying. Like, I guess because the Met Gala had like a whole theme about it, you know what I'm saying? People like are, I guess, have been introduced to the idea of camp or whatever. But, and like this was a very campy, delightfully tacky, you know what I'm saying, campy cash grab collection. I can't stress that enough. But again, like it was like pleasant to look at nonetheless. It was like totally, you know what I mean, like oh my gosh, it had like wow moments. It had the supermodels, like it had Kate, Naomi, Amber Valletta, like I said, Kristen opened the show. Kate's daughter, Lila, what's her name? Lila Lily, you know what I'm saying? She was there. Um, who else? Who else? There was a couple, but like, you know what I'm saying? I always enjoy a supermodel moment. Karen Nelson, I saw her. I always enjoy seeing like the supermodels come together for their favorite designers. And then that's another thing that people mentioned in the comments. It's like, a lot of times these collections, y'all rely heavily on Naomi closing the show because you know Naomi's gonna slay like whatever the fuck she's in. You know what I'm saying? So like everyone waits for like the, oh my gosh, I wonder who's gonna be like the surprise supermodel of the season of the you know what I mean? And I don't know if you designers are relying on like that surprise wow Instagrammable moment because that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know if you have Naomi ending or closing your show, it's going to be Instagrammed a million times over for like the next 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be content 3.2 million, you know what I mean? Stop doing that. Stop relying. Like, I'm happy to see Mother still working and still slaying, you know what I'm saying, and still killing these hoes, you know what I'm saying, these new like little dun-dun-duns or whatever on the runway or whatever, but stop going for the gimmick, you know what I'm saying, and I hate that I have to call it that, you know what I'm saying, but stop me, Kate, you know what I'm saying, like, we should be wowed by the clothes, we should be wowed by, you know what I'm saying, like, what do Kim Jones and Donatella have to say about their two iconic houses? What's Kim Jones' perspective, his outlook, you know what I'm saying, logo aside, Medusa aside on like Versace, the house of Versace, and what's Donatella's, you know what I'm saying, take on a similar, another iconic Italian house aside from the logo, you know what I'm saying? What do you have to say about these two histories? And I think it was lacking that. It missed that. And that's what's missing in all these collaborations. What I will say about, you know what I mean, the Gucci and Balenciaga thing, you know what I'm saying? Again, those are two brands that have like iconic, you know what I'm saying, their individual, you know what I mean, their own language, their own staple pieces of each of their houses. And so like when you were watching that collection, you saw, yeah, like the Balenciaga logo on like a Gucci constructed what have you, or you saw like the Gucci logo on like a Balenciaga structured silhouetted coat or bag or what have you. You see what I'm getting at? I mean, Balenciaga has like an iconic shape, and Gucci, which again, I want to clear that up. If y'all paid attention to the collection, it wasn't a collaboration. If you actually took the time to read like the, you know what I'm saying, what the designer was going through or like the thought process or what was the idea inspiration, you know it wasn't a collaboration. Both these houses are owned by the same parent company, and so what it was one designer saying, let me borrow elements from this archive, you know what I mean? So that's really was it was. It wasn't them coming together, but y'all gonna call it a collaboration, and I don't mean to sound like a fashion snob, know-it-all or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't have no PhD. But this, you know what I'm saying? This was a collaboration. This was like a mix mash of logos, and it's sad that I can't say anything more about it. It's sad that I still spent all this time and I haven't rolled up this blunt. You know what I'm saying? Backwater Swisher. I'm on one backwater left. Let me save that one for later. But you guys, you know what I mean? Like, are you following what I'm trying to get at? Like, I can't stress enough about, like, yes, was it a beautiful, dope, lit, Instagrammable, most viewed collection? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Was it pretty? Yes. Was it covetable? Yes. Was it must have? Yes. It was all of that. It was, I can't wait to have that in 6 to 9 months from now, whatever. But I think me, and I don't speak for nobody else, but I think there's a lot of us out there who would like something more, who would like a little intellectual thought into these, you know what I'm saying? Same goes for, you know what I'm saying, like Prada and Raf, you know what I'm saying, or Raf, you know what I'm saying, joining on the Prada team, however that, you know what I'm saying, is whatever that relationship consists of, you know what I'm saying? How much is Prada and how much is Raf, you know what I mean? What does Raf have to say about coming into this Italian house, and you know what I'm saying, how do him and Musha like play off of each other? That's the kind of thing that I always look for since they've gotten together. Maybe I should do a review about that collection. I have mixed reviews about that. I know a lot of you do too. But again, as it comes to this, I didn't even get a chance to show y'all some of the other clips, whatever. But I'm gonna post this to IGTV or whatever. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, it was dope. It was good seeing the soups. There was like a lot of shit that people are going to be grabbing for come sales time, come release, come drop time. But I don't know. I'm going to let people enjoy what they like. I'm not going to condemn or shame or snob anybody for not knowing the history. Look, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them. This ain't that. But I would like y'all to comment about how y'all felt about it. I would like more people to comment, share, like, follow. I should get a YouTube page popping, but I don't know. Versace times Fendi, Fendace. Thoughts, reactions, recaps. Let me know. Talk to you later. Stay tuned to Ty. Bye.